Greetings AMCers, welcome to Script-To-Screen. My name is John Campia, and today I am really pumped to be talking to director Zack Snyder, director of such films as 300 and The Watchmen, and this weekend he has his brand new film, the animated film, The Legend of the Guardians, opening in AMC theaters everywhere. Zack, the first thing I've got to ask you is, you have a very distinct visual style, especially when it comes to action in your films. But I got to imagine the workflow and, the differences and the tangibility, being able to have your hands on in a regular physical live action film must be very different from that of an animated film. What were some of the challenges presented to you as a director bringing that visual style of yours to an animation workflow?
It's funny, I always say that one of my biggest challenges in the film was restraining myself a little bit, in the sense that, like, once I had been cut loose by, from gravity and from equipment and all that, to go completely out of my mind with the camera.
Right.
And I think that I really tried to show some discipline and say, no, if I couldn't shoot it for real, I'm not going to try and shoot it for fake. And so I wouldn't do a camera move that I couldn't figure out how I would do in real life. Or I wouldn't do like a shot that I wouldn't be able to do in real life if I had like a helicopter or like the right kind of equipment. So it was really I really kind of based the visual style. And again, like I said, the biggest challenge was just saying, like, just lay back and don't destroy it. Don't go nuts.
Zach, one of the things that I really enjoyed about the film was the story. It was a very endearing, simple story about this young owl on a hero's quest. Where did the story come from for The Legend of the Guardians?
It came from a group of, a series of books by Catherine Lasky. They are, it's a 15-book series, and we did the first 3. And it is, that classic, like, hero's journey. It's that classic sort of, what I like to call a sort of Joseph Campbellian, mythic, archetypal story. And it was just something that I really fell in love with, in the sense that, I just love that, the squire becomes a knight type of story, and I just felt like this was it in a nutshell.
Zach, I often find that in a lot of these fantasy types of films, a lot relies on the strength of the background mythology, and Legend of the Guardians has a really cool mythology, and one that lends itself to other films. Has there been any discussion at this point about possibly doing more Legend of the Guardians movies?
There has been some talk of it, and I think everybody, is anxious to see how the movie does, and then I think they would move on from there. But, definitely I think that there's certainly the material if that was the thing that everyone chose to do.
Well, Zach, listen, congratulations on the film. It's one that I personally really, really enjoyed. We can't wait for it to be on AMC screens. Congratulations again.
Awesome. Thank you.